We're here with...
Hello, I'm Horváth Octavian, my nickname is Vita, and I'm from Implant Pentru Refuz.
Or Implant for Refusal, for
denial.
for denial, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's...
yeah.
And also from Blazzaj.
And from Blazzaj and from Stopa de Sestoca and other projects.
Multiple other projects.
Yeah.
Alright, so how's Implant for Refusal going? Because you've had a lot of concerts, a lot of them in Timișoara as well, this year alone.
Yeah,
It
this
seems
year,
like you're very active on the live scene lately.
Yeah, this year was a very active year, and we also have 20 years of activity with Implant for Denial. So
Isn't it more than 20 years? It's close
28.
to 28, so...
28, yes, yeah.
So that means in 2 years, are you planning to celebrate anything special for the 30th anniversary?
Oh, we don't know. We don't know because we don't make, since the pandemic, we don't make plans in front because
all right.
everything seems to be ruined there, and we say, okay, let's do it like we go with the wave. So.
Yeah. Well, whatever happens now.
No, it is okay.
All right. Are you working on anything new?
Yes and no, and yes and no. Yes, we work on some new materials, and maybe in this beginning of a new year in 2024 we start to sing and release some things, some songs. Yeah.
Yes. Let's talk a bit about your latest album, because it's a sort of an unusual album because it's a collaboration one, where on each song you are inviting a guest onto the album.
Yeah, we started then with one single with Adi Despot from Vița de Vie, and after then we say, oh, this is good, let's make the whole album with collaborations. So and it was very hard. I tell you.
What exactly was hard about it?
Because when you do alone, just your band, the album, it's okay. You have one plan. You are everybody stay in the same rehearsals or room. But if you work with a different person, it's different style of work and different approach of music and
it's
lyrics and yeah.
It's not always what you're used to.
Yes, and that's why the effort is considerably high. So, and it's more like more communication to do, and till you started to feel with the other person and start to communicate, musically communicate.
So were these done in the same room, or was it all long distance?
A long distance.
All right, so
it was a long distance relations. Yes, yeah, and it is very hard like this because you have to work a lot, maybe double. So,
All
but
right.
the results is good for us. We managed to pack an album, and that was the idea.
Right. And you've also released an album recently with your other band, with Blazzaj. We have the flag over there for the new release.
Yeah, the new release.
All right.
Yeah, we released a double LP.
I saw it's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's just for the vinyl and for the vinyl listeners. So, and next year we release also this album digitally. So,
all right.
Yeah, we just now wait people to go analogic.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I could find no trace of it other than places where they sold vinyl.
Yeah.
I know you've had a release concert, I think also in Timișoara.
Yeah.
And in Bucharest. When I saw Blazzaj for the first time, it was you were opening for I don't really remember Taraf. Fanfara Ciocârlia, yes.
Fanfara Ciocârlia in Casa Tineretului.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the songs were from that album, right?
Yeah,
All right.
a lot of it.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe all of them was from the new album. Yeah.
Is there a reason for it?
We promote our new album.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was quite an interesting vibe. What I tried to imagine while you were playing there, while you were singing, everybody, it really felt like a bunch of dads.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of dads having fun on a Saturday while the wives are away. That was like the very specific vibe that I had for it. And it's
like
not
a
something.
garage band.
Yeah, like a garage band,
Yeah.
like you were kind of sort of pretending you were having fun, not really taking things very seriously.
This is not good to not take it very seriously. But the essential of the Blazzaj band is humor, so it's sarcasm, and that's why you have that feeling. It's
it's something that I think goes well with the jazz.
Yeah, but we don't consider us jazz.
Well, it's not just jazz. It was
about.
about.
It is music. So it is music. It is. Maybe it is some description of music, like.
Right.
Yeah, but jazz is more subtle, complicated. Okay? We are not so subtle. Musically.
Yeah. And both bands are bands that started in the 90s. And I think you were Implant Pentru Refuz started first, and then Blazzaj. I don't think you were a founding member. You were brought along a bit later, right?
I was from 1998. I was at the beginning of the Blazzaj.
Yeah.
I was the first voice in Blazzaj, and I am also.
Yeah.
The last
the
last voice.
the current one, yeah.
The current
so, how was it that when both bands started? What was the timeline like?
It was in 1995. We start the Implant for Denial, and in 1998 I started to sing with Blazzaj. It was some band named Funky Lefri, and they play instrumental. Jazz instrumental, funky instrumental like this, and I come in some rehearsal with Implant for Denial, and they are not coming, and because we don't have cell phones and like this,
what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? And I stay and I listen this band, and he come a guy Florin Barbu to me and says, okay, you want to come inside? And I go inside and I listen to some music pieces, and the second day I come with the lyrics from Doina, the piece, and that was the starting of the collaboration. So.
Right.
And after, I don't think so, 3 months and 4 months, 5 months like this, the band called himself Blazzaj, not Funky Lefri. Also, Horia Kishwan came on guitar, and we changed everything.
All right. And with Implant Pentru Refuz, okay, let's go even further than that. Back even maybe before the 90s, what do you have a moment with a musical artist or anything, when you listen to it, you knew that this is what you wanted to do, you want to make music?
The revelation, like this.
Yeah, the revelation. Yeah. From just musical, this is nice to listen to this is what I want to do.
I don't know, because it was very controversial in that time to make music. So I didn't imagine myself make music till the revolution. And after the revolution, I was in have 16 years when the revolution came. I said, this is it. Everything was changed. I listen music, but I never told myself, you're gonna sing in someday. No. I'm going to be an engineer for this country and for the supreme leader. So, and after 1989, everything changed. The perspective changed. Our vision changed. Our listening bands. So, and also in 1990, it was an explosion of fusion rock with hip hop, with electronic music, and we discover in every month another bands, and it was great. And after in 1992, I go to the institute, and I go to Polytechnica Institute and make some hydrotechnical engineering. So. And when I start studying, I find some college with long hair, and we say, let's make a band. Okay, let's make a band. And we do, our first band was Psycho Pampers. It was a band of grunge and punk and everything we want to sing because we don't know how to sing. And we
but you
started to learn.
You just knew you wanted to do it.
Yeah, and we started to learn. So we started to learn. We stay with another band in company and like on the rehearsal. And we saw, it's like this. Let's do it. So, and you don't have, practically, in that years, you don't have instruments, you don't have books, you don't have internet to see how it's done and how to study and how to... So everything was empirical, trial and error.
And word of mouth from what other people are saying.
Yeah, very,
Well, you still didn't answer the question, like a musical artist or a musical moment that opened your eyes like this towards music, because you said you wanted to start a band when you saw people who were also into this music. So what was this music for you?
It's like
let's say before '89 and after 1990.
So my first idol was Elvis Presley. So when I was
I can tell by the music, right?
So, and after then, my first band who kicked me in my stomach was Depeche Mode. So, and then after '89, I started to discover a lot of band. I go to listen metal. After I listened new wave and after I listened to Serbian music and everything was, and I started to listen some indie music, and after the indie music I started to listen grunge music, and after grunge I discovered hardcore metal, and it was different. Like everybody who am I speaking, they listen rock from the beginning. No, I was, but for me, even the Depeche Mode is rock. So
yeah, well,
for me, everything he has life and has to sing it in life, and it's a performance. It's good. It's I just think with the plumb and determination, it's rock and roll.
Yeah, well, out of the bands that are not rock music, the Depeche Mode are ones that appeal a lot to people who are into rock music.
Yeah. We know why, because they are good.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So you started. What was the scene like? The other bands and everything. What was it like in the '90s?
It was. It was like I don't know, Christmas tree every day, because you go in this type of rehearsal rooms in Casa Studenților, Casa Tineretului, and you found 2, 3, 4 bands who rehearse in the same time in different rooms, and it was like, and every weekend you go to some concert. It was a live moment with improvisation, and everybody who wants to sing it together with other people. And it was I don't know, an emulation of things in 1990s.
Yes.
Yeah,
we were trying.
Different than now. It's different. Now everything is programmed, and you have to do like this. I go 2.5, and it's like
It's
was
more
free.
it's more professional.
It's more professional. It was free, and I'm glad that it's more professional because we don't know a thing, so we learn with mistakes. So
Yes.
but now, so I'm started to sing it at 19 years old, so 20, 19, 20, so 20 year I managed to when I was 20 year I managed to sing something, so but it was nothing, it was just rage. So
Yeah, well, you were a lot of punkier back then.
and now if you see some guys who have 20 years, they knew how to sing, how to write music, everything, how to compose, how to. So we have a handicap, but it was good.
Let's talk a bit about your first album. I think that was one that was the most hardcore punk one.
Yeah, it was.
I can tell there was a lot of Biohazard in it.
Yeah. It was a fan of Biohazard and Rage Against the Machine and Downset and all that thing in that way. Yeah, Urban Discipline.
So what was the experience like going into and recording music for the first time?
It was at that time we rehearsed in Tsava's apartment in the kitchen. So they are there with the drums, 2 guitars and 1 bass, bass guitar, and we rehearsed the voice in the other room. We close the door and we rehearse in the other room because we don't have
Phonic isolation.
Voice amplifier. So we don't have microphone, voice amplifiers. And they sing in one room, and we, the 2 vocals, I and Bulbuk, we go to berserker in the other room, and then we go to open the door from the beginning. Yes, it was like this. So basically, the guys didn't know what was the lyrics that we sing, and first they listen everything when we are in the studio and we record. And say, what do you say that? It was like this. So, and we record that album in I don't know, maybe 5 hours, so or like this.
Yeah.
We play everybody together, and we record on the tape recorder with a cassette who record on 4 bands. And it was in a studio in Arad, and we was like, what is this technology? Yeah. Yeah, and it was for us, it was a big technology.
Yeah, compared to what you were used to.
Yeah. We don't have nothing. So it and it was like this. We record everybody together, and then we start recording again the voices, because the voices was with a lot of mud to the other instruments, and we recorded again
Just the vocals.
to be just and like it was like 5 hours, everything, 2 days. We go to Arad and come back, and that was the first album. Compared to, I don't know, cartography.
Yeah.
We stay 1 year to record and to mix, and
Maybe do it again in
in 5 days.
In 5 days, yeah.
It's 5 hours, 5 days. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, it was 5 days because we go, we record, and then we go and then record, and then we stay to listen to mixing, and it was in 1 week. Like
Right.
this.
And then was there a moment where you could tell like the band was going on another level? And I think like one of those moments would be Sidef, which is probably your most famous song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you feel like any impact specifically from that song?
I think when we started to grow and to feel that we are growing, it was in 2001 with in Interior. The videos and the album Oameni Fără Fețe. So that's where we feel this is going to be something, something big. So something more than just who we are. Because on some level, what you are singing and what you're writing, and it goes up, and you stay at the same level. We are people. We are not gods. And we remain people, but the message and the music go up. It's on another level. So. And that's what in 2001 we see. This is good. This is good. We come to something. So. And then, yes, with CDEF it was another step with Monolith, and it was actually the Monolith was the results of the Oameni Fără Fețe, because when we signed with Media Pro, with a big label company, we are not satisfied at all. And Monolith was the comeback of our city. We don't need labels. We make our label, and we do that. Our label, our album, and everything. And
yes, you're a bit different from the bands I usually interview. First of all, I don't actually interview a lot of Romanian bands, other than ones I've interviewed this year. So I'm interviewing metal bands from across the world. Well, you're a band that has had moderate amounts of success, but it was all within Romania, and probably 99% of the people watching this interview are not going to be from Romania. We'll talk about I don't know, Coma or Luna Amara, and they'll have no idea what we're talking about. So why do you think that alternative rock, especially in Romania and in other regional scenes, doesn't have this kind of international appeal that certain other music genres do have? So, for example, I've heard people listening to black metal from Brazil, from Poland, from whatever. They actively search for music like this from other countries. Meanwhile, I don't know if people are like searching for alternative rock from Greece or alternative rock from Guatemala.
Guatemala not, but from Greece, yes. But we are different because we are made music, so for us it is different how to search music, how to listen to music, so we are not counting. But I don't know, it is a very good scene, the alternative scene in Romania.
And there are a lot of great bands.
Good bands. We also play outside. We play in Hungarian, in Serbian, in Germany. So we also managed to do a double album in English and in Romanian.
Which one was it?
It was Other Route, and it was released in Germany. Okay. So and we have a launch tour there in Germany. But unfortunately, when we started the tour, the band who we opening, it was a German band, they fight themselves and they broke, and we practically the date of our tour depends on them, and so we stay with three dates was in Remain, and we go there and we sing and we present our album. But we saw our album to Media Galaxy and to Saturn in Germany. The Other Route was near Korn, Sepultura, and on the I don't know. Well, you put the albums on the raft and
on the shelves.
On the shelves. Yeah. So it was for us. It was amazing. Yes. And then everything started to go down because the label who duplicate our album and was not having a financial troubles, and it was not a good timing for us. But the intention was good, and we do a bilingual album. So it was monolith in 2 languages. Everything, even C-Def, and it is in English. And so we play Apus with a singer from Italy, from a metal band of just of girls. And so it was very interesting.
Yes. And right now, with streaming and everything else, I think it's even less financially viable to try and make money from the actual making of music rather than from the live concerts, right?
Yeah, because now we this service like Spotify, Apple, and they pay
Nothing.
Usually nothing. Practically nothing. Yes. And yes, the releases, the physical releases is the principal and income of a band, and the life, of course, the life. And also, if you want to, if you want to feel a band, you have to see them live. I see many band live who doesn't mean a thing for me, and when I listened, the album was like, wow, this is very, very good, and vice versa. Like I see some people who sing live than like gods, and the album was not so good.
Do you have any examples for each one?
I don't want to hurt my college.
Okay.
Yeah, but technically, now if I go to a concert, I'm not like a usual listeners. Everything it was a mistake there. No, it's not good. It's not good.
You have the musician mindset that you.
Yeah. You have to get rid of them. The musician mindset to enter into the void. Yeah.
But then I think this also makes you appreciate music in other ways, not just criticize it.
Yeah, you appreciate, and also you appreciate the skills of. I see some bands from France, for example, when we sing in some festival in France, it was like they have such a, I don't know, versatility of stage. Because when we spoke with them, they have like 250 concerts per year, so it was like
uncomparable.
Yes, and some like when you see American band, like for example, it's like they on the stage is like the fish on the water, so they are basically made there to do show, and they assume that, and they are very proud of what they do.
Yeah. Well,
I see something in Periamport festival when Doggy Dog, a band from America, the drummer broke the snare, and he changed his snare in time when the other played something else, and it was like, and you in the front, you didn't realize what happened. I realized because I was wondering why they.
All right. Yeah.
But
because you have been in situations like that.
Yeah, but they don't stop the show. They do everything else, other things, and it was like, and you do not realize that it was happened some technical problem there. So it's very, very good. They are very professional. So.
Yeah. Well, you've toured mostly inside Romania.
Yeah.
Which is not so many cities like other bands are touring, but I do think you have some touring stories.
We don't have. Romanians don't have touring stories.
All right.
Every
Nothing interesting happened.
Every tour has many stories.
All right.
Because this is practically the
The
component of a tour. It's they made up of stories. So in every city that you sing and something happens, and you see some interesting people sing with interesting band, and so the most appreciated stories in our field, it is that one with something is broken, something is not good, our tour bus is broken, so something like this. That's why. But we managed to do and to go to the concert, and this is very appreciated. Also, when you go to travel at night to go to Iași, for example, and we traveled at night because at 12 o'clock it was a sound rehearsal. We managed to be there at 11 o'clock, and the stage was not mounted, so
they fucked you over.
It's like this. Why?
Yeah, I have heard stories like that of there officially being a schedule. Like there was a band on stage ready to do their sound check, and the people who were organizing it were having lunch.
Oh yes, and also if you have a big band in front of you, like I don't know, suicidal tendencies or something like this, and the organizer say, yeah, you have to be on the sound check, but you cannot because they do more sound checks. Stay. And you stay.
Well, what are you gonna do if somebody a bigger fish has to do something?
No, the stage is occupied. So okay, and then after half an hour, you have 10 minutes to go and play. Like, let's do it.
All right. So for people who maybe haven't listened to a single alternative rock album from Romania, other than albums by your own band, what 3 albums would you recommend?
From Romania?
Yep. Specifically alternative rock albums, so nothing like Canto Fabule or...
This is a very hard question.
Yes, because they're all your friends and they're gonna be upset that you didn't include them.
Yes, of course. I prefer to speak about the Seattle scene and how I like New York hardcore than to name.
Well, I think everybody here has heard a grunge album and a hardcore album.
Yeah, but not everybody loves Pearl Jam. So.
Yeah,
I love Pearl Jam and Depeche Mode. That's weird. And also 9 Inch Nails.
I don't think that's very very weird.
It's not. So you expected me to...
Yes, I expected to make your friends upset.
Yeah.
If you think 3 is too little, make it 5.
It's a rainy day. So I think... I don't know. Maybe I don't like Romanian music.
You've decided you don't like...
And I changed the scenario then.
Okay. You don't want to answer, you don't have to answer.
It's very, very good albums. I think like the North Attic album, the first North Attic album, the Aevia album, Electric Brothers albums. So maybe I just give you names in the electronic scene and hip hop.
Okay.
Because all the rock and roll bands are my friends, and I don't have to hurt them feelings.
Okay. Well, then
a lot of good bands.
Yeah. Well, then I'll have to make your picks for you eventually. All right. Right.
No, everything is all right.
Everything is all right.
Of course, if you look at our common pieces for Subrada, no? With Byron and Robin and Sukarpats, and you make your picture and
of how the other bands
what
are
we like. So
yeah.
And it is a lot more of them, because at some point we started to think, let's do a sub-radar too, because we have more people that we like, and
well, it's in some years, why not?
yeah, maybe, maybe. But now it is. You see, the pandemic period of time was very difficult for us, and even they change our behavior with launches and composing, and I don't even have the lyrics what I write in the pandemic, because it was so dark that I managed to. I don't. It was like maybe just I don't know,
to get it out of yourself.
to get it out of me, and it was I want to start something new and to be fresh.
So this is what you are going to be doing on the next Implant Pentru Refuz album.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but I just say I don't keep the lyrics from the pandemics, because it was not good. It's very dark. So.
Well, I wouldn't mind a very dark album. But
okay, but not in that way.
Okay. Well, you've been around in Timișoara for about 30 years, and you've seen venues close and open.
Yeah.
What do you think was the best and the worst period for being a music fan in Timișoara?
The best was in the 90s. So in the 90s to 2000, like, it was the best. It was the effervescent years then, but because even if there are not so many stages like us, rehearsal places, sound gears, but it was a spirit there, and it was like many people search, and they are eager to listen and to find something new and to go to the concerts, and that's you made in that year. You can do a concert on the stadium, and now the same concert you worry if you fill a room of 1,000 people.
Yes,
that's
and
the feeling.
Yeah. Do you think part of it is because in the 90s it was right after the communist regime where you couldn't go to concerts?
No, part of. I think that spirit has to be maintained even by the media.
Yes.
And the media was disappearing from rock scene and from alternative musical scene, because they are interested in, I don't know what they do, but even in this moment we don't have like a musical magazine. So the musical magazine, it's important for musical life, for vendors of instruments, of musical gear. So the interview with bands and something like this, it's healthy. It's for next generation to see.
I think there are a lot of things online, but like even I, who I'm terminally online and I care about music, it's hard for me to pinpoint. Okay, where do I find out about rock music in Romania other than Rock FM, which is it's a bit too mainstream even for me.
Yeah, too old.
to all. Yeah. so like I cannot readily name. Okay, this is your resource for finding music like
and
this.
when I go, for example, when I go to Austria, and I just pick up musical magazine from rock, hip hop, groove metal. So I come home with 5 or 6 magazines, with CDs inside, and with the new things.
I remember
they are another dynamic, you know. And when you read, and
I remember they tried to. Some of my friends. No. It was with Intervision. They tried to make more zines like this, and they were more prog oriented, or
yes.
and they made like 3 editions, and then they couldn't afford to do them anymore.
Yes, you have to have that continuation. You have to have public for
that. Yeah, it was really nice to have to be able to have that feeling of
it is
of turning pages, even though you couldn't click the links.
Even now I have some abonnement subscription with rock electronic music, and but I read it on the phone. On the phone, but when I go and see some pepper, give me.
Right.
I want that.
And so you said that the best period was in the 90s. Which one do you think was the worst?
The worst period was evidently the pandemic periods.
I think even before that it was pretty bad. Like big important venues for Timișoara, like
they are going down. Yes,
they were going down. Reflector was closed.
It was. But you know, this thing is like. It's like a wave. They have
ups and downs.
And now we are down. We are down with the location of singing. So we have 3 locations who are the same like in 1989. The Casa Tineretului, Casa Studenților, and Sala Lira, the public.
The public places.
So we don't have where to go and sing and to be something good. You don't have a venue when you put 1,000 people now in Timișoara.
Yes.
And came a medium band like Walter Industry or something, and sing here.
Other than festivals, like where maybe
festivals are festivals.
Festivals are festivals, but for tours, I remember the tours that I caught here in Timișoara while I was in college, like Behemoth and The Ocean. I can't imagine
and
these bands.
Luna and
you can't imagine these playing in Timișoara.
I saw here Mono from Japan. Like I was what 2 times. I'm a fan of Mono, but yes, The Ocean. Yeah, it was here. Good of Luna. Fine.
Yeah. Thankfully,
no.
Now it's much easier to just go to Budapest for the.
Yeah, but it's different. You stay at home and you go with your friends and speak with people, and you know everybody. You go to Belgrade, to Budapest. It's like okay.
It's like a compromise.
You don't know people. That you saw them. They're like, hey, you come, and they have the community, and I'm from another country. It's like this.
All right. If you could get any living director to direct a music video for Implant Pentru Refuz, who would it be?
From Romania?
From anywhere in the world?
A living director. George Lucas.
Okay, that would be interesting. You just get lightsabers.
Maybe.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, of course. I'm happy with my life.
I'm into the interview.
Yeah, I understand. It was okay. A joke, maybe. So thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
And I hope it is okay. Thank you.